Noochie. Welcome, man.
What it do, bro?
Shit, man, chilling, man. I go by the name of President King 4, and I got a special guest here with us tonight. I don't even know how to start as an interview because, like, I came in contact, I don't know when, I think it was Pure Lounge when I came in contact with you. It was 2016?
Probably.
I think so, right?
Probably some throwback shit like that.
Right. And, you know, I met you in some, like, doing my thing, and I mean, like, just pure talent, you know what I'm saying? I remember, like, AI was telling me, like, this is the new Easy, the DMV and shit like that because of your looks or whatever, right? That's what, you know what I'm saying? That was a thing back in the days. I think you used to wear the snapback, whatnot.
Yeah, man, I used to have it. It used to look like that.
Right?
It definitely was the look everywhere I go.
Right.
Like, Easy, Ice Cube.
Yeah, and you feel me?
Yeah.
And then you just so cool or whatever. And I heard you perform like, this nigga is dope. And ever since then, I came in contact with you or whatnot. And been following what you've been doing. We got a lot to talk about. I didn't want to get you in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
You got the drinks right, the music cranking and shit. It's,
yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be right now.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling the vibe. You're feeling the energy. But yeah. So where do we start? Start a Gutter. You're 16. That's one of the first single that I made people like, yo, you know?
Nah, definitely. That Gutter was definitely like my. I definitely was working way before that, but that was like the first thing that people was like, okay, let's pay attention to this little nigga.
Right, because at first they want to put you in line with your pops, like he just, you know what I'm saying? One way his son, so he's pretty much kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like summed up on the sense, right? But you had to prove yourself, and I think Gutter was a record that like, I'm a pop's child, but nigga.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Yeah.
And even with me like coming out, he tried to like my pops is a one-way booby for those who don't know.
Right.
He wanted to make sure that he wasn't introducing me as his son.
Right.
To be like, we gonna meet people like, this is my artist. You know, that way people want, act differently or have that assumption that it's just, people just fucking with him because of who he fucking with.
Right.
As opposed to, my own character and my own talent and skills, which, it's at that point now.
Right. And let me ask, how you feel about that? As far as like with people just like early on in your career, how do you feel about the way people look at you? And back in those days, you were young, so how do you feel when people just like just putting you in a box and say because you're one with son and that's pretty much it? You feel pressured?
Not really, because it was just so organic how it happened. It wasn't like, and it made me go rap. Rap. It was just some shit that I picked up on my own. I mean, subconsciously listening to them do it the whole time as a child, but also just like when I started writing music, it was just, I was just doing it on my own. I wasn't doing it and showing it and sharing it with nobody. It was just like, I'm just waiting till I'm good enough where I can share it, because I already know what type of this. They already good at this, so it's like I don't want to just jump out there and not be, not seem qualified.
Right.
And this is for my own people. So even on the outside looking, I'm like, I don't even really give a fuck what nobody else say, because if I get the thumbs up from them, then I know I'm good, because they ain't gonna thumb up no bullshit. I don't give a fuck who I am, son or not, or younger that's around. Like if it ain't quality, they gonna let me know.
Right. So you weren't forced to rap?
Nah, definitely.
Really?
Nah, I wanted to build shit at first.
What you mean build like
an architect?
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's my thing too, bro.
I used to just like designing shit. Like that's why I was like, wait till I get some enough money where I could do the shit that I you be thinking about doing.
Right.
You can't do because you ain't got the time nor the funds. But
right.
Like, that's the point I'm trying to get at now, is where I could just get into other shit.
Oh.
Like movies and writing. I've been writing the show and shit like that. Like.
Oh word?
Yeah, got a lot going on, man. Just be trying.
So tell us about it a little bit.
I mean, it's really just an idea right now, but I'm trying to think of like doing like a short series, like kind of like a scripted series.
Yeah.
But like just on some local cool shit. Like I just want to turn into something big. Like I just seen a lot of other people doing. I just look at it like this. I be coming up with shit. I be thinking shit. Now I be writing now like stuff that happened in real life. If it was something funny or something like emotional, something that touched you or whatever, I'd write it down and be like, that'd be cool in a movie or something like that. So now I'm working on a little show. Probably start off like a YouTube series or something like that, but just see where it go from there.
Okay. How old were you when you first started rapping?
I probably was writing since like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
But then as far as like taking it serious was about like 2011, 2012, like 2013. Right, them years was like when I started, tapping in. Before I 2013 was the first time I actually released music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a project called Rookie Season. I dropped that 2013. Like, you gotta search One Way Noochie. That was my name at the time. You got to find that.
All right, so dang, that's 2020. That's 7 years. So at this point in your career, how do you feel about the overall where you at right now with your pops being who he is and where y'all came from and you being because when I listen to your music, it have a lot of street content in the music, but it also have something like you the chosen one. We rap, we did this, and we have you in the streets, but you should stay away from the street because you're the golden child. If you don't make it, pretty much we fuck. It's kind of what I hear from so.
And that's kind of that's how I feel for real.
Yeah, am I right?
To this day,
yeah,
that's how I feel right now.
Yeah,
that's also the fuel that that kept me going is because I feel like it's a lot of shit on my shoulder, and it's like something you want to prove to yourself too.
Right.
Like, can you do it? Like, can you be that one and do
right,
that?
Right.
And I feel like the door's still wide open out here. Like, it ain't been nobody to, take hold of the shit really since Wale for real. I think it's still just he's been the biggest and it ain't been no follow up. So it's like, all right, we need somebody else to hold that torch. And I feel like I ain't at where I want to be at yet because I had to realize that.
Realize what?
Now realize that it was like this shit still wide open, as opposed to just trying to get on and trying to be like everybody else or trying to make my shit sound like whatever. I stayed true to my shit, and it's like it's still growing consistently, like every day. Like the front, on Instagram, I do the front porch freestyles. That was just some shit out of boredom, damn near for real. And also, I was signed to Atlantic at the time, and I didn't want to put nothing out, and they own it. So I was like, let me do something to where I could get people, they could still hear the bars and shit, or they could hear how it would sound. Just verses, because them not whole songs for real. Like I still think the songs are way better than those front porch freestyles.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like you went through you have so many leads. Like you just said, you got Maryland folks, you got DC, VA, the oil brand is known around here, right? You got that. You got the motherfucking Atlantic deal. We're gonna touch on that as well. You got the talent, right? In 7 years, do you get frustrated that you just said no one has actually we had a couple other movements in the DMV, of course, but no one put the claw in. I follow you. I second you. I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying?
And I salute her because I definitely fuck with majority of the artists and just the people here in general.
But the facts are facts.
Yeah, about to say I don't like to sugarcoat shit, and at the same time I'm a realist.
Yeah.
And I done been outside of here, and I know what success
really
look like.
Right. Facts.
And the scene the top. I done been out L.A. with fucking in Dr. Dre's studio, and seen how they operate, and seen them mixing Anderson .Paak album, and to see that shit go and win a Grammy and shit like that.
Right.
Like it's just bigger than
of course
local.
I'm with you.
Bigger than here. This is definitely we got a heavy culture, and it's important, and we should embrace our shit. But we also got to understand where we could be and where we are.
I know.
So it's we just gotta throw the egos out the window sometimes and just understand. That
Preach, bro.
this shit is we ain't did shit yet. Sometimes it's this shit was a go-go city for a long time. It took a long time before rap was the primary. Rap is recently just the primary.
Right.
It's Wale was definitely the first one to reach the super mainstream status from here. And follow up, we got Trail, you got Glizzy, you got Gold Link, you got Rico Ness, you got Q the Fool, you got IDK,
3-0, Shabazz, a couple rappers who
got endless people
Glizzy,
people who done made a name for themselves. But it's okay, we got a name. Now we need to elevate. We can't just be big here. We got to be big elsewhere. We can't just be doing shows locally. It's no reason we shouldn't have no DMV tour around. There's enough artists for where you got the fan bases in different areas.
Right.
And you know, it'll go well with each other. Like
Right.
being as though we all from the same place. We got to develop some kind of sound. And in Atlanta, they done had the trap for a long time. New York, they was, you know, the pioneers, and everybody got the bars, and they rap their ass off. L.A. is swagged out. The Cali look, you know, it's all that shit. Texas, they chop.
Chicago,
they doing their thing. Chicago, everybody got their thing. But we like, you know, I should somewhat like a sponge, as opposed to, you know, the pen. We gotta write our shit instead of just soaking up everybody else shit.
What do you think is missing?
I don't think the outlets definitely around here.
You think?
But I feel like it's changing, like it's happening.
Okay.
Like we're in the process, being as though with Wale, like I said, with Wale being, you know, kind of the first one to break that fucking barrier. That's almost like where, I don't want to say that's where the rap history started, but as far as like mainstream, that's kind of where it starts at. Because you got Atlanta, they got Outkast. New York, that should go all the way back to Big Daddy Kane. L.A., they got Eazy and Ice Cube. Texas, UGK, that should go back.
You know who DJ Cool is?
Yeah, I know DJ Cool.
All right, cool. You should have this conversation with him. You probably spaz.
I know. I see DJ Cool out all the time. We ain't never really got to have no super conversation.
I told him we're going to sit down, because what you just said to him, I said it to him right here in the studio, and we had like almost an hour conversation. I'm going to invite him back or whatnot, because we're going to do a podcast. I'm not going to put this on here because somebody might steal my fucking idea. But it's about go-go, though. It's about the history and stuff and why not where it's supposed to be. But my take on it, my personal take on it, like I would tell anyone else, we're not educated enough. So when it comes to talent like yourself, right? You one talented motherfucker, right?
Thank you.
But female singers, if I take you right now to a fucking open mic or a show in the city right now, I can take it to like probably minimum 10 banging ass singers. You know what I'm saying? Musicians, drummers, guitar, whatever you want. It's in the city. The thing we're missing is we're not educated enough. We don't treat this like a business. You know, we don't see, like you said, you go out of town and you see the Dr. Dre studio, you see the Grammy, you see blah, 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 blah. See, now you did something to the way you see things, your vision. You feel me? A lot of folks here, all they know is here. And because we so diverse and we so wealthy, regardless how you feel about it, there's a bunch of hoods and, you know what I'm saying, poverty around here, but we're still wealthy compared to like North Carolina or these like certain parts of Atlanta. Whatnot. It's slower, you feel me? So we have it good. We have a little car, whatever. We good, you feel me? So we don't educate ourselves towards success. We get comfortable, and that's where the ego comes from.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I always say you can't tell nobody where you from if you don't go nowhere. You're gonna be talking to the same motherfuckers.
Exactly. And we have our ego in one room and we just separate ourselves. You feel me?
There's no elevation in that. You only going with the fuck is beside you.
It's no exec here. There's no manager here. No real good manager exec here. They got a bunch of producers and rappers or whatnot.
And a bunch of people that think they know
and
everything.
PRs, fake PRs and fake publicists.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that think they know everything.
Bro.
And this is why like that's the only thing that get me frustrated. Like my how long my shit take to get where I'm going or whatever. This shit is a process. I have fun. I've been having fun with this shit since I started. If my shit was over tomorrow, I didn't enjoy the whole. You would be mad? Time. Nah, I'm cool. And then I already know like the shit that I got out, and the shit that I got in the cut or whatever. That shit is shitting on a lot of shit. And if when people hear it, they gonna understand.
Right.
If you ain't heard it, you just ain't heard it. But when you do, you gonna you gonna get it.
Right.
That's why I don't trip. I'm just keep throwing shit at the wall till some stick on that bitch.
So the deal with Atlantic, right? What's up? What happened with that? Because when that happened, I'm not gonna lie. I was excited. I think back then I text you about some production shit. Because I was excited about you. Like you was like I was benefiting off the shit in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I was excited for you. You feel me?
That shit was big for just the area in itself.
That's my
big,
point.
Bro.
So I reach out to support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't happen, but I want to know like from you, what happened with that situation? Because we see that happen, and then we see you moved away. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just everything ain't for everybody. It's like a relationship. You got some shit where you get together and then it work out. You got some shit together where y'all got a bad breakup. You got some shit where you split amicably. And it happened to be the last one. Amicably. Like it ain't no hard feelings on either side. Just, the situation wasn't as beneficial as I felt like I needed it to be off the break. Cause you think you getting with If my shit going well, I'm getting with a machine. I'm like, oh, this shit ain't got no choice but to fucking
Right.
just take the fuck off.
Right.
Sometimes it don't be like that.
Right. Would you do it again?
Yeah, whatever makes sense. I'm not opposed to nothing, because even if I wouldn't go back and not do it because of the connects that I got from it.
Okay.
Like I met so many people through that shit, and a bunch of people started acting different just because you got the stamp of Atlantic Records. So it's a lot of doors that just open just because of
course, the brand name.
just because of fucking a tweet or an Instagram post, or they see you with somebody and shit like that.
Facts.
So
Facts.
like I be telling people, this shit about finesse. This shit
How you
about
balance
know.
that shit, bro?
What you mean?
Like, this game is like, like you need people for support. And but also, rest in peace of Pop Smoke. That was kind of crazy, right?
Nah, definitely.
I forgot to talk about it, but you need these people to move forward, right? So the rap game is like the street, right? So the question I have for you is that, like you just said, it's beneficial to you, but then some people just trying to reach out to milk you or trying to utilize your position to pull themselves up, right? Which is a crab and barrel mentality, which is what we struggle with here, right? How you balance that?
I mean, I get the crab and I hear the crab and the barrel shit a lot, but like just to me specifically,
Yeah.
I felt like I don't feel it. Like even like the thing about like people saying like, oh, he on because it's Pops or whatever or shit like that. Like I've only heard that from people that I fuck with to say that like they never said it to me, but just the idea of people feeling like that. Like I've only heard that from people that actually fuck with me. I never heard that from like outside or nobody being like dissing or saying no shit like that. It's only just because people fuck with me and will probably be worried about what somebody else might say.
Right.
Just because I got good character. I go places
Facts.
and make sure I feel like the whole fucking the process of making progress with this bitch is to fucking be consistent, work your ass off, and be a good fucking person. Cause that way people gonna fuck with you
Good
again.
person
You
is
build
key.
relationships, and then you can network and move around. You could be welcome back somewhere. Somebody you don't know where the fuck somebody else gonna be at in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 or whatever the fuck. Cause it's like it's people that I started with that I looked up to, or like oh damn, this motherfucker doing it, and now I'm like oh damn shit. Hey, well, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And then some people who I looked at like damn, like I seen them on lower level, and now they the big dogs
Facts,
now. So I'm
facts.
like okay,
Facts,
like you don't know nothing. So I treat everybody the same. Like I
I
show
salute
no
that.
favoritism, and even out here, like I ain't gonna be on nuts because you supposed to be somebody, shit like that. Like it is. If we vibe, we vibe. If we don't, we don't.
Don't. Simple. Right.
And then if we work, we work, and if we don't, we don't. Like it's people that I fuck with that I ain't worked with, that I
Right.
might talk to all the time. We just ain't did no shit musically because it probably just ain't feel right. I take the music shit very serious. My shit is like I gotta feel that shit. Even like on some painful feature shit, it be like, man, I gotta hear the song first, nigga. Like don't throw no money at me until I like to create. Like,
Right.
I'm trying to be in this bitch for a minute.
Right. So you just like brought a couple questions to my mind. I gotta ask you about Just Paul.
That's my brother.
What happened between you guys a couple years ago? You guys were kind of separated for a while.
Yeah, I mean he had left the Oi Boys. He had left the Oi Boys shit. But I mean, everybody got their reasons and shit. Time get you past shit or shit
Right.
like that.
Yeah, I saw a picture. What the go? What I saw the reason why I
Yeah,
asked
it
that
was
question.
yesterday.
Yes, that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it
know I'm
was
not
yesterday.
tripping. I saw a picture with you. I'm like, wait, they cool again. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Nah, we've been cool for a minute.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool as far as making records together.
Yeah, we got some shit together.
Recent joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one talented dude, man. Like even him, I gotta talk to him again too, cause like he's one of those guys just like you. I feel like you guys should like be way further. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel the same about both of us too. But
Yeah.
also look at it like, man, everything happened for a reason. It go how it's supposed to go. I don't like to overthink it too much. Just
I know.
keep my shit down.
I know. See, my energy that makes shit happen. I'm a little weird.
Nah, I agree. It makes shit happen, but at the same, it's happened for a reason. Even if you made the shit happen, that shit happened for a reason. You ain't
but
in this position for no reason.
Yeah, but
We ain't talking for no reason right
Facts. But here's what I'm saying though, like you see how we say Kanye is crazy and shit like that. He do some crazy shit and say some crazy shit.
I think I don't know. I fuck with Kanye.
That's what I'm about to tell you. I fuck Kanye deeply. Like I'm a huge fan. I don't think he done nothing wrong. Like for an example,
shout out to Pusha T too. I've been Pusha T been like showing big love recently.
Yeah,
Not
DMV
even just
native.
recently, like just for
Yeah,
he known the nigga.
He's supportive. So it's like I think Kanye moves from like the designer world. You just mentioned you want to like draw buildings and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga want to make cars, build houses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
man.
people telling him
Not-
because he's not like college graduate, he can't do X, Y, Z.
Yeah,
But he go out and make this shit happen. It's kind of the energy I'm talking about. You feel me?
Nah, most definitely.
Yeah. So I'm like with you and Paul. I feel like y'all niggas should like be so far. Like I think even with Wale, I think we slept on him initially. You know what I'm saying? We didn't support him as we should have.
Because I felt like that we was making the transition from the go-go to rap. We wasn't even making the transition yet. He had to get all the way on. We were slowly making the transitions, but he had to get there for it to be like, official.
Right.
And even people here was we so infatuated with go-go that we weren't really accepted to that shit off the break.
Right.
I mean, the younger crowd was, but like the older crowd, they ain't really,
really support. Yeah.
some type of way.
It's our fault, including myself. I'm not gonna lie, straight up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm saying about you. We should have learned from that and support a person like you on Paul is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel the love and I feel the support
Oh,
all the time. Whenever if I drop something and if the shit don't do what it's supposed to do, I feel like that's on me. Cause like I said, when I go out, I feel every time. That's
how we here.
Came
Yeah,
by
yeah.
myself.
Yeah,
because I know the energy
nah.
I give off, and I know how the shit be when I go places.
Nah, you right. I can say I can go on record and say that's kind of how I met you.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Man,
So you're
I
right.
ain't scared to talk to nobody or
Right.
have no conversation and if make some shit work if it's supposed to and get the fuck if it ain't supposed to work.
So if you say it's your fault, what you think you can do different to elevate it faster? Because I mean, regardless of how shit go, you're gonna go somewhere, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So what can you
This shit
what can
taking
you
off.
think you can do
This
to
shit.
make sure work faster for you? What do you think? What do you think are your mistake? Like what you're doing is just wrong right now. Like we all have our demons. We all have we need to be more disciplined. Like I may say, you know what? I need to stop fucking with these bitches and focus more on like this fucking podcast. You feel me?
Always
I may
that.
have shit like that. I can like sit down and say, you know what? I need to be more disciplined. As far as for Noochie, like, what is it you think that you need to do to make shit move faster for you?
Definitely. I mean, people will tell you as you actually getting closer to wherever you're supposed to be. People will come along and tell you. That's like God sending signs all the time. Like somebody gonna tell you.
Okay.
And even if you don't know the person or even if it's something random, I get like, man, you need to put more stuff out. You need to put more music out. And I'd be like, I've been putting fucking music out. And this shit good too. And I ain't know but at the same time, that's somebody that want to hear some more shit from you. So
Right.
it's like, okay, you need to just keep feeding the streets. Be
Right.
consistent. Have to keep working and be a good motherfucker. That's always what I, live by. But as far as like shit that I know would help move it faster, it's just more organization prior to putting stuff out. The people that's around you that's gonna go out while you on the stage and hand out shit for you while you performing. The people that ain't just standing behind you on the fucking stage and shit. Like, what the fuck is you up here for, nigga? You wasn't at rehearsal. Nigga, what the fuck?
Facts.
Nigga, what the fuck? This is
It's not a party. This is business. Yeah, we're moving.
It's like, nigga, I think of this shit like, I look up to a lot of the greats. Like, that's my whole thing is like Drake, Kanye, Jay, fucking Wayne, and
Right.
whoever people consider the best, that's who I really listen to the most. Just because it's like, that's what the fuck I'm trying to be. I'm trying to figure out how they got there. What different, like what steps, what same characteristics do I need or what did they do?
Right.
And I analyze that and try to, move forward with that. As far as like with Wayne with the freestyles, like even like when I do the front porch freestyles, every time I'm doing it, it's like, man, Wayne the only nigga who I ever wanted to hear on somebody else's beat other than the actual song. So I was like, damn, if I'm be doing these freestyles, I gotta say some shit on here that's gonna be like, hey, damn, like this nigga, all right, like I want to hear this jump, or at least for this minute or whatever the fuck, I need to captivate him. So it'd be like,
Right.
I'm attacking this bitch like Wayne. And even as far as like songs, Drake got the biggest songs, Kanye got the biggest songs, and these niggas pay attention to detail. These niggas think outside the box. They go, the extra mile with the production and shit like that. So it's like, okay, let me when I'm in the studio, I'm putting that hat on. It's like, good artists still. and it ain't really stealing if you taking from a little shit from a bunch of different people, and now you didn't find who the fuck you is.
Keyword. That's what I'm gonna ask you. So, have you ever sat back and block everyone out and do Noochie to the fullest with no like creative influence from anyone?
I mean, it's going
even your pops.
It's almost impossible because it's in you already. It's like even ain't help, but who you influenced by.
No, I guess here's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I used to rap.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that.
Nah,
I'm a referrer. Like, I have like songs and radio, blah 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 blah, videos, blah blah blah. I got,
send me some shit.
Nah, I rap for
Give
right.
me a hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you hit right. So I used to rap full time. Like, I stopped rapping like probably 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have songs that you wouldn't even think or imagine. I have pop songs. I have songs like you wouldn't believe. But it's more so the melody that I heard while I did it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's more so I wasn't even thinking about. I can play a song I did recently that you wouldn't believe. I'm gonna play your song when we get done, all right?
Okay, but
I did this like 2 months ago. You wouldn't think that I would do something like that. I was just playing around. You feel me? So my question is, have you ever been in that space where you know you like I'm gonna pour you some more drink real quick.
Nah, please, I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Nah.
Get your shit.
Coke? You want you?
I'm good.
You good?
I ain't even need the coke in the beginning.
Yeah. So have Noochie been in that space where he like, you know what? This shit sounds good. Fuck the industry. Fuck everybody around me. I don't care. It's like Black Youngster
okay.
doing. Yeah. Like fuck all y'all niggas. Y'all can leave. Y'all can stay. Engineer, you here with me? This is what it is. This is what I'm going after.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now. I felt like that every song I do.
Mm.
Every song I do, I be like, I'm not really trying to please nobody but myself at the moment. It's like I'm listening to this shit, and this shit, like, I feel like I got good taste. So if this shit don't sound good to me, then it probably ain't gonna sound good to nobody else. That's how I feel. But even still, like sometimes, you niggas so good, sometimes that shit still gonna sound good to somebody else if it don't sound good to you.
Right.
But I ain't scared to like just try different shit.
Okay.
And I record I engineer myself. So ain't nobody right there to be like, hey, let me try this, or, you know, be in my ear and get on my fucking nerves while I'm creating shit. Let me finish, get this idea off, and then, you know, critique it if somebody gonna be around. But in that moment, I know what I wanted to sound like, and I'm gonna sit there and keep fucking with it till I get it to sound how I wanted to sound. So it's shit that I didn't that sound that's poppy. It's shit that I got.
Okay.
I'm singing on, like nigga really sing, no auto tune, no none of that shit. It's fucking records with people you probably that shit on my phone, but and on my computer. But it's endless shit, bro. And even like the songs that I got people singing on, a lot of times I wrote the hook, or I went in there and did like a voice memo or something for the hook. Like I be on this shit. So
here's what I'm getting at, right? This conversation right here, right now, right? I feel like if you put something outside of the box, what we know of Noochie, it probably throw us off. So we want to come back and look for Noochie in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Lil Wayne doing rock, and we were like, what the fuck? But he's on a tour with a rock band right now.
I ain't
right?
gonna lie, I'm a heavy Lil Wayne fan. So when he did rock, I was like, nigga, we doing rock. That's how I was.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. And you find out who's with you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of filter people out and whatnot. But I think and I guess I'm trying to get to the point where I feel like I'm just trying to understand more, like, you know, why a person like yourself is not to me, this has nothing to do with you. This is the reason why you're here. I'm not sure how much you know about me. I don't know what you do, know or don't know. I'm a genuine person. If you were invited here, it's pretty much because I'm interested in like assisting or being part of your journey, or however you want to phrase that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I invite who I invite to the show. You know what I'm saying? If you check the history of the show, or you check the co-hosts, they'll tell you in a heartbeat, this nigga, they be telling me, yo, let's invite blah blah. I'm like, nah, I don't get it. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So the same hustle you on for you, respect your craft. This is my craft.
Nah, most definitely, and that's how it's supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm digging and what I'm saying is like, yo, I'm just trying to get a better understanding of, like, you know, like how can we as people, as fans, assist you with your journey? Because I guess just by being in this industry, I know without us, like, there's no Noochie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of what I'm kind of saying in a sense. Like, we want to hear something from Noochie that's outside of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Unexpected Noochie.
Nah, I feel like I got a lot of music like in the cut.
Yeah.
That's on that shit.
And why?
But it's also it's the like I said, back to the organization of things. You don't want to keep shooting shots and your shit ain't like lined up and I don't want to, like you wasting shit. Even though I don't ever feel like you wasting if you put it out because it's in the universe. It could be pushed at any moment. As long as it's out, it's out. If it exists, it could be it could be pushed at any moment. Like Fetty Wap shit, they said he had song Trap Queen was like they pushing this shit 3 years.
Yep.
And the songs that's been out.
A lot of songs.
Then,
Young M.A.
Then put it
a year and a half.
Then it came back out. But with that being said, I feel like people just gotta make sure that the rollouts of your records are right, and just to make sure you got all your shit covered pretty much. But that's what you need the team for. So you ain't got to be the artist that's worried about
right. You can't. Yeah,
and that'll burn you out. But also, I felt like I was in a position after my father got locked up. I kind of was in a position.
You fought locked up right now?
Yeah, he locked up right now.
For real? How long is?
He got to sit down for a little minute.
How long since he's been away?
It's been about a year now.
Oh really?
Yeah,
nah, I'm not hip. I'm not hip to shit like that.
Yeah,
Dang.
Nah, I mean, this just ain't some shit that you go around just talking about all the time. But because everybody ain't got to deal with it. I'm just in the circle. It's
family, right?
It's 4 other kids that he got shit like that. They gotta be cared for, right. And just shit they gotta keep moving. Yeah. And so, but when he went in, a lot of my organization fucked up because as far as like he's the same way I am with my niggas and just my people, he is with his as far as like the umbrella of keeping shit together. Right. And my shit is the same way. Right. And even whoever is attached to us, that's usually how it is. Even my mother, she have something at the house, whole family be there. Right. And that's just how it is. Oh. So once he went in, that kind of fuck shit, niggas was just on some Dragon Ball shit and just spreading the fuck out. Right. So now, since then, it's like I had to wear a lot of hats. I had no choice.
You got man to fuck up now.
Yeah, it's like I had to wear way more hats. My brother picked up, shit like that, and so it was like you gauging regular life shit and the music shit. So it's like, and at the same time, I gotta still make it look sweet not on Instagram, like everything. I gotta go out. Of course. I still gotta I can't miss no steps. Like even though what the fuck going on, I still gotta go travel. I still gotta fucking get around. I still gotta make shit happen. So and I still gotta do these songs. I still gotta fucking make songs at the same time. I still gotta fucking do shows and shit at the same time. So it's like all that shit going on. It feel like you're back against the wall, but it's like I like that shit. It made me feel like bring the best out of me. Right. Like it make you understand what the fuck you capable of, and right. That this shit ain't impossible. Right. And it's been worse. Right, and it could be worse. Right. So it's like, just thug this shit through and then, it's going to go where it's supposed to go. So how's your team right now? Because you're shaping to be, if you weren't, prior to this, you're in a position, you're shaping yourself to be a leader, right? So the team. Naturally, both of my parents is Leos. Oh. I'm a Gemini though, but both of my parents is Leo. So yeah, that should bleed over somehow. That shit in me. So what's the team situation right now? Are you putting that together? The team has been like over like the last year since that happened. Okay, I kind of like that's what I've been on because I didn't had to regroup. I didn't had to figure out who around for just around or who was around just because shit was sweet, and now shit ain't the walls closing in or whatever. You gonna see who pressure burst pipes, and you gonna see who the fuck going. Bounce or who the fuck still gonna be there, and I'm at the point where I didn't assess who need to be here, and I assess like what we missing. Right. So I definitely trust the people I'm around. Right. And I applaud them for sticking around. Right. Because this shit ain't just about me. This shit they gotta believe in it. I gotta get them some shit to believe in. I gotta make them understand that hey let's. Nigga, you stick with me through this shit. Watch where the fuck I'm gonna take you, type shit. Right. So at the same time, I gotta be self-motivating and motivate the motherfuckers around me. Right. Even going through the shit. Right. Yeah. And then even going through the shit that they're going through. So it's like the shit is a challenge, but at the same time, if you able to pass them, then it's you feel strong. You got more notches and more stripes, or you just feel like. It make you stronger in a sense. Right. Yeah, that's
I think it makes sense. Now. That's what I was digging for earlier.
Mhm.
You feel me? You get what I'm saying right now?
Yeah.
I was digging for it. I'm like, I don't know what happened because it's like when I met you like 2016 and I immediately became a fan. I saw you perform like, yo, this kid gonna go far because the present, the looks, the whole, it's just different. Back then most DMV rappers they didn't have an image, they had nothing at all. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? That's 4 years ago. Like you just mentioned earlier, we got a Rico Nasty, Q, blah 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 blah. We just getting to a point where we developing that, almost rounded groove to present to the public. So back then you had you just had a swag about you, whatnot, and things were moving. Then I saw the Atlantic thing happen. I was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
that kind of it helped and it hurt it as far as like just slowing like the speed up of shit coming out.
Really?
That's what that did for me.
As far as releasing stuff?
Yeah, because it was at some point where I was like, I'm noticing they not really, showing the love like that. And then it ain't really got nothing to do with me because everybody I met in the building, showed big love. It was just, how the way shit goes sometimes. If they not fucking with the people that brought you on, then you gonna be a byproduct of that.
Oh, you with the opposite sense.
Yeah, so it's like not even that. It's just like
not that deep, but it's kind of saying
that's
like
who you came in with, and then you underneath them. And if we ain't showing them no love, then how we gonna show you love?
Right.
Or we ain't fucking with them, then how we gonna fuck with you? Or what's even gonna make us fuck with you if we not fucking with them?
It sounds personal.
Yeah, I mean, ain't got nothing to do with me. I was, as I said, byproduct.
Right.
My shit wasn't even like nigga big little fish, big pond, or big fish, small. I don't fucking know. It wasn't. I ain't in the pond no more, nigga. In another pond. I'm back in the ocean.
So you been talking to labels, or you just gonna stay independent? Are you even you signed to Oi?
Yeah, I am Oi.
What you mean? You the CEO?
Co-CEO.
Oh really?
Me and Chew. I mean, Pops was the CEO.
Okay.
Now Ian locked my CEO up. Now I'm the CEO. Fuck. That's how it go. And we're gonna keep it moving. And when he come back, that shit gonna be on times 1,000.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah, man. I kind of I see it. How many artists you guys have signed to the label?
Shit, we got BDR. It's really me and BDR. Don Chew, co-CEO. We still got Mo. As far as like people just staying active and shit like that, it's really it's me, BDR, Mo. It's the same group. This shit ain't nothing different for real. It's just being more active and just making shit happen. It's definitely, I definitely do feel like the shit on my shoulders.
Nah, definitely.
They've been showing the support since day one. The whole fan and like we focusing on everybody to all right, we gonna focus on new shit. That's when it was like, all right, that's when I felt the pressure, and it was also like, all right, nigga, they call your jersey call, nigga. What the fuck you gonna do, nigga? You been on the bench for a minute.
Facts.
You been practicing with the squad. You been motherfucking warming up. You got the reps now. You go ahead, nigga. It's time to start.
And that's where my question come from as far as the old boys. Because at one point, like there was no rich shooter, there was no slutty boys. It was old boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like as time goes by, it went like this in a sense. No disrespect, you feel me? And so what you just said, it make a lot of sense. Cause it used to be like for the group, and that's about like your Noochie.
I mean, just cause you see what could possibly work, and you see what people gravitate to. It's like when you put an album out before you put a single out.
Right.
You put the album out before you put the single out because you don't know what the fuck people gonna like.
Right.
So you put the whole project out, see what people gravitate to, and then now you got the single. Right. So you put the whole group out, see what people gravitate to,
and then
now you know what to focus
on. Smart. Let's talk Jazze Fake. So when you talk about like putting a project together and put a single out, that's one of the single on your early project, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the connection? That's probably even Atlantic shit, right?
No, that was before Atlantic. That's actually how I got the shit with Atlantic.
Oh,
was that song in that video.
Oh, I'm glad I said that.
Yeah, my man. Shout out to Lord Nez. He from New York. He Hollis, Queens. He seen the video on Instagram. I mean on BET Jams, and then just reached out to me on Twitter. And his brother is Omos Keith. Omos Keith produced Channel Orange for Frank Ocean and Blonde and shit. And that's who brought me on to Atlantic.
I'm glad you said that because typically, the reason why I'm glad you said that because the public eyes would be like your one-way booby back in the days, putting in work, so know somebody Atlantic, and then Noochie just walked in the building.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, you know how the industry works.
Yeah.
So
But like I said earlier,
by you saying
don't nobody
that,
say that to me, so
you,
I don't know that's what
that,
people
not
thinking.
even not towards you, but you know how this old, not just you, but overall. If I had to go, say if I had to get a deal with Revolt right now, they're gonna tell me like me sitting here doing an interview with you and sipping Henny and blah blah, putting in work, you know, Mike here on the camera, blah 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 blah. They're gonna tell me I ain't putting no work because I knew somebody in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what how this game works. I hate it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
I get what you're saying. Though.
I'm glad you said that because that's a clarification that it ain't my pops, nigga. I put in work. You know what I'm saying, and they put me in a position.
Bro, you can't buy your way into this shit.
Nah, hustle. You gotta work.
You want. I mean, you definitely gotta spend money to like this shit ain't no fucking cakewalk, and it's just all talent and no funds and no shit like that. Cause you gotta, nigga, it's you an investment. You your own investment. It's like you a business, nigga. Like. It'd be like, what's your name of your business or shit like that? Nigga, I got right Noochie.
Right.
That's my business.
Right.
Like, this shit is it's a whole entity.
You gotta work. You gotta work.
But,
so I'm glad you said that.
But the Jazze Faye shit was this nigga really just walked in the studio while I was down in Atlanta, and we just kind of built like a little rapport. And then he produced it, like he came in there with beats, and then. One time I was just recording a record. I ain't had no hook, and he walked in there and just started freestyling the hook.
You lying?
Yeah, that's
you lying. You lying. I don't believe you.
I promise you. I was down there. I definitely left out the part where how I got down in Atlanta, but after I got to high school and shit, I went to school. I ain't go to college. I went to Q Recording out VA, Falls Church.
That's how I got you cert?
Yeah, I learned how to engineer.
Why you do the cert and you're a rapper? I don't get it.
Because we ain't had no engineer. And the engineer left. Somebody had to learn how to do this shit. So I was in there recording everybody. And me fresh out of high school, not going to college, I'm like, okay, I need to make some money. So I started recording niggas, charging for studio time, mixing records and shit like that. Nigga, I met a lot of people just through mixing and shit. Like a lot of niggas then had me as their engineer. Prior, like
a word?
Yeah, that shit was cool though. And then the last niggas with some shit and it wasn't cool.
Yeah, my nigga, you have damn. You really,
bro? This shit, I can't wait. Like it's a whole bunch of shit I ain't even rapped about yet because it's like, I need to be in a position where everybody listening. So it's like I'm saving some of this shit. Like this shit gonna be dope, bro. That's why I say it's going how it's supposed to go.
I think you should speak on it though. Bro. My take. This is my personal opinion. From me to you, I think you should touch on it right now.
Nah, I do. I definitely touch on what's going on, but it's like certain shit that's like you can't even talk about it until you reach where you want to reach at, and you can look back at it.
Right.
It's like it's hard to talk about some shit while you're going through it because you don't even know you ain't even processed the shit yet. I can't speak vividly on it. Mm-hmm. I could record. I feel like I record better songs out of town because I'm not in town going through the bullshit I'm going through. So if I'm gone, I can speak on it clear because that's not even what the fuck I'm thinking about right now. I got these fucking palm trees and the beach and weed and bitches over here. Mm-hmm. I'm not thinking about rent, mortgage, and fucking stressing and niggas dying and niggas locked up and shit like that. I'm on some other shit. I'm just out here on music and
I get it.
Thought process is better.
I get it.
So it's like as that shit comes, like I don't write what the fuck I want to write about. I write whatever the fuck come the fuck out. Like I don't pick that shit. That shit just happen.
Yeah, I respect it. The Jazze Fate, y'all still got a good relationship?
Most definitely.
What is he doing? Like I haven't heard from him in a while. He's a legend in the game.
He's in Atlanta in somebody's studio right now, working on a song. Some up and coming nigga. He in there just because that's what he do. That nigga love music and that nigga is talented as fuck at that shit and is about to help somebody get their fucking foot in the door, just like he helped me get my shit.
Are we gonna get another record with you guys?
I mean, shit. I probably.
Yeah.
I just gotta go. I've been down in Atlanta a lot more, so. I'm pretty sure we going to cross paths again. I've been down there working with Drumma boy.
Okay.
On a project, so.
So how you made that contact with Drumma boy?
Shit, moving around in Atlanta.
Damn.
Atlanta is definitely key in a lot of my introductions to people. I was down there with the right people, and like my first day down there. This is after the engineering shit. Mm-hmm. It's probably like 2015 going into 16 is when I went down there fucking with this dude. Named Shakespeare. He produced No Scrubs for Destiny's Child. Mm-hmm. I mean No Scrubs for TLC. And Bills for Destiny Child. He got Grammys for them Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't produce all the shit for NSYNC. A whole lot of R&B, like 90s R&B shit with Candy and whoever the fuck.
Should put you on those records.
He hit me, and they reached out and then linked us up. And I was down there working with him for, a nice little bit. And my first day down there, I was introduced to Southside and TM88 in the studio. They in there cooking up shit for Big Sean and Juicy J and shit like that. That's my first. I went in this fucking smoke cloud and just 808s and shit. I'm like, what the fuck this shit? I just in a big ass studio. I'm like, okay, nigga, you in here now, nigga. It's like these motherfuckers, these niggas in this jump. Now these niggas I be seeing on the internet. Like these niggas is this shit real. And then just staying down there, moving around with them. Nigga, I'm in this is before I'm 21. We going to Magic. We going to Magic City. Like ain't no windows in the studio at all. Like this nigga had a motherfucking layer. Like that he still got it. But this nigga, that shit was like a layer, and the motherfucking clientele coming through that bitch was the shit. Mm-hmm. Nigga like Ludacris just walked in on the session in that bitch.
Dang.
T.I. just came in that bitch one time, and I met all these people. Like nigga, I know Ludacris now just from that. I mean Ludacris, I see Ludacris. What's up, Noochie? Shit like he seen the Gutter video before it came out.
Oh word?
I came in the studio one time, and this nigga just on the couch. He was like, what's up, Noochie? I seen the video and shit. I ain't even see the video yet. I'm like, oh yeah. And then, that shit
Damn,
crazy,
bro. Yo, I think I think you're ahead of your time, bro. I think you're smart as fuck. Cause I think if you have a strong team behind you, I think I got my answer as well. If you got a strong team behind you, cause I think we all, the South Side and the Drumma Boy, the Jazze Fate, and even the record. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you about how
Southside just gave me beats. Southside and then
that's what I'm saying to you. That's how I met you. Mm-hmm. Some real shit. I didn't know you.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, I got your number based on like, I saw the nigga perform, and I don't remember the conversation, but I approached you like, yo, what's your contact, whatever. That's how I met you, right? Some real shit.
Yeah, nah,
so it's like I see.
That's not 90% of me meeting motherfuckers.
I see the same repeating like relationships. You know what I'm saying, happening with you, and I think it's because we all see the potential in you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not pretty sure, but I don't know if Southside know your pops. I don't know if Southside know, Jazze Fate. They don't know nothing about the history.
They met him, but I'm sure they don't know how.
Right. So for him to genuinely like approach you and be okay with like, you know what I'm saying, giving you shit, mm-hmm. I think it's because the raw talent. You know what I'm saying? So
I had a conversation with Southside in the studio. This is a long time ago. It's probably like when I first got down there. Like it was just me and him in the studio, mm-hmm. and he was like. He said something. I guess he was working with Kanye at the time on the Life of Pablo. So he was just in there talking about like he been out there working. He's like, man, Kanye, you fuck with me because I keep it real.
Right.
I ain't gonna, if I don't fuck with it, I'm gonna let his ass know.
Right.
Shit like that.
Right.
I was like, man, this is real shit. Kanye, nigga. But
I was like, Kanye.
Then he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man. Matter of fact, this what happened. I had recorded a song and he gave me the beat, and then he was playing songs that he did, and it was the same beat that I did already. So mm-hmm. I was like, damn, I did that, John. I might need another. He was like, nah, it's cool, bro. Nigga, I'll make another beat. That shit ain't nothing, bro. I just want to see you win. I fuck with your shit. You serious about it? I just want to see you win, little bro. He's like, nigga, you got, nigga, I've been working with Kanye, nigga. If he heard your shit, nigga, he want to buy one of your songs right now, 50,000, nigga. I was like, man, call this nigga. He was like, but before I said that, he was like, but that ain't how you want to do it, bro. It feels so much better when you do it like on your own, bro. When you get it like that, it feels so much better, bro. So I always looked at it like, I was like, you know what? Yeah.
I'm on that shit too. I'm about leg work. I don't like favor. Don't do me no favor. You feel me? So another person, the record with Rich Homie Quan. How did that happen?
That was crazy too, nigga. I met Rich Homie Quan in the mall at Lenox Mall. Random as fuck. This is like, I think this was before I even went down there fucking with Shakespeare and shit. I was with my cousin. We in the fucking at the Louis store. We ain't got no money to be in this Louis store, but we just in the Louis store. And then we see Rich Homie Quan. This is like right after Type of Way, and like he had this like Rich, he's hot right now. Right. But I really wasn't a super big fan. My little brother was. So I wanted to go up to him. I was like, let me get a picture with this nigga, just for sending my little brother. He fuck with him. Right. So I went up to him. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? Salute, man. Just want, my little brother fuck. I ain't even say my little brother. I just said I could get a picture with you, bro. And he was like, I'm actually in the rush, bro. I was like, I said, it's all good, bro. I'll meet you at the top, bro. Shit ain't nothing. Like, salute. whatever. I ain't feel no type of way about it.
Of course,
shit like that.
You artists, you understand.
But I mean, this is earlier in my shit. Like, so I wasn't like I ain't met a bunch of motherfuckers yet.
Oh, okay.
I ain't really is like educated with the music shit. But I also am the same nigga. So it's like I'm not tripping off of that shit at all. Like, you know, fuck, you ain't got to do nothing for nobody.
Right.
But so he said that shit. I was like, meet you at the top. Fast forward, like this is probably like I got the song like Anything and shit by now. I've been working with the dude Shakespeare, and I've been down in A. And this other dude who I've been working with at the time, he said he was going to his crib, and he had a big ass man. I used to stay over this shit when I was down in Atlanta. He had a big ass crib, and he said he was going to his crib one time, and he seen a fucking Bentley going to his house or the house across the street. And the house across the street don't look like no motherfucking Bentley going to his house. So it was just like, he's like, who the fuck is this fucking Bentley just riding around this Bentley truck? And then he said instead of going to his shit, he, you know, went around just to, you know, don't make it look like he going home and shit like that.
Right.
And then he said he pulled up on the car and then got out and went up to it. And it's fucking rich homie Quan and like a camera crew and shit. And he's like, what the fuck? He said they was shooting like the day in the life of rich homie Quan or some shit. And then he was like, yeah, I come out here to the crib, I smoke and look at this house and, you know, for inspiration and shit like that. And he was like, oh yeah, man, you want to see the jump? You want to see the house? Come in. And then when he got in there, he played my music and shit like that. And then he fucking, I'm up here at the time. I wasn't even down there.
Right.
And then next thing I know, I get like a FaceTime. It's motherfucking him and rich homie Quan in the crib. Like, then Quan like, man, get back down, man. We got to work, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I was like, okay, shit, nigga, I'm on the way, man. I took a flight down there, and then nigga, we went to Quan crib and it just was cooking up. We did 2, maybe 3 records, I think.
Oh,
2 records
shit.
for sure. It was 2 records done, but only the Confidence one is out. The other record is, I think it's out online somewhere. But
My nigga, people gravitate to you, bro. Have you realized that?
Yeah, I noticed. I definitely noticed.
I know you don't know.
That's why I keep my energy, bro.
You don't know me personally, but I wish you would get to know me. I don't like people, bro.
That's how I be, bro.
I gravitate to you. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, these stories to the South Side and the whole, you know what I'm saying, Drumma Boy and blah, blah, blah. How you grab Jazze fit? How do you, like, it's like repeatedly use the same concept. People just gravitate to your shit. I hope you recognize that shit and utilize it to your advantage.
That's why I try not to. And when them shits happen like that, I put it on myself not to take that shit for granted. Or
you should,
or just not be like, I be 100% in. Like, all right, when I go on these trips and shit like that, I'm not just happy to be there. I'm not just enjoying my time, but I am going to enjoy it at the same time.
Right.
But that's not it. It's also like, I know what I'm here for.
Yeah, recognize.
I know why these people fucking with me. They see something. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna go as hard as they feel like I should be going, or as hard as I feel like I know I could go.
Right.
Or just the way I don't want to let them down, and most importantly, I don't want to disappoint myself.
Yeah.
It's like, I know where this shit supposed to be at. I know how good I am at making this music shit. I know how good of a motherfucker I am around people. I know how I treat the people that's around me. I know if I was in a position to where I could make decisions that'll benefit other people.
Right.
I would make the decision that benefit other people.
Right.
I'm not going, and I'm not for self. Like, my shit ain't really just for me to get on. At this point, it's like, at some point, it's like, I'd have been stopped this shit if it was just about me.
That's why I trust me. I'm hit, bro. That's why I asked you earlier if you don't get frustrated.
No, I ain't mad because it ain't, because like I said, it ain't just for me at this point, and it's almost you got a better sense of what the fuck you feel more accomplished.
I get
once
it.
You do it for,
but
other
that's why I ask those questions, because I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention. I'm like, yo, there's no way you don't get frustrated. That's why I ask the question, because you got a lot of weight on your shoulder, and with all these things that happen, and like without a public knowing, I'm not sure if you had prior interviews or whatnot, but as far as the connection between the Drumma Boy and then the rich homie and Jazze, blah blah blah, all these success, Atlantic, blah. I'm telling you, because so I'm paying attention, bro. I want you to know I'm not just sitting there talking to you because I feel like, yo, Noochie. Nah, this is some real shit. Some real shit. Yeah, it's some real shit. It's not no, this not no fucking gimmick. You know what I'm saying? let's talk about. We talk about a lot about the past, Pops. You know, I don't want to speak much on Pops. 'Cause I think it's a very sensitive subject right now. Hopefully, next time we meet, he's free. We can talk more about him or whatnot. We talk about the old boys, the movement here, you blah blah blah. Let's talk about the present. Drumma Boy, what's happening right now that people don't know about? It sounds like, correct?
Yeah, nah, this shit about to be special. That's why I don't be bro. That's why I said I don't be tripping. This is why I don't get frustrated, because these opportunities keep coming, the door keep opening. Every time I be like, what the fuck am I to do? Or like, what the fuck is next? Somehow
People,
that shit open
my
up.
nigga.
That shit open up
People,
every time.
I'm telling you need to recognize that shit.
Every time,
motherfuckers gravitate to you, bro. I think there's a calling. I think you keep on ignoring the calling though.
I don't think I'm ignoring it.
I think you need to be more aggressive. Can I say that? Is that cool?
You definitely can say that. You definitely can say that. And that's something I've definitely like noticed. Not noticed, but like something I've been taking into consideration.
More aggressive. And
I
have
definitely need more content. But like I also said, it's been shit that's like I feel like regular life shit that it fucked it up for the music shit a little bit. But also at the same time, it's helped me mentally to now know what the fuck I need to put into this. So it's like you gotta go through that shit.
And you're young. You're mad young.
It needs to happen. That's what I say too.
You're mad young.
Bro, I'm 24, bro.
You mad young.
But I've been doing this shit since 2013, 2012. Nigga, that's 8 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I get how you could say it. Obviously, it got to be some type of frustration.
Yeah.
Of like not being where the fuck you want to be at, where you feel like you should be at, where people
all the
let
pieces.
you know that you should be at.
Yeah.
So it's like. And to have the music, to have the image, to have the fucking
all the streets,
to be able to come in here and talk,
sacrifice his life, all the pieces.
To go in the fucking, I can go in the room with the white people and fucking talk to them and have them like me and shit like that. I done been on fucking tour with Lil Uzi and perform like our fucking music is completely different, but I go in front of that crowd and they receive it well. I done open up for fucking Benny the Butcher and they receive it well. For Dave East, they receive it well. For fucking Playboy Cardi, I open up for Snoop and they the same crowd. I mean, way different fucking crowds. They all receive it well. So I'm like, okay, something is up. So
you figured it out, the team.
It's definitely a team.
I'm telling you, you figured it out. You said it yourself.
I know exactly what it is. But also having to wear those hats for a time lets you know what you need.
Yeah.
So it ain't like, all right, I'm gonna just go get, you need a PR, so I'm gonna get a PR. You need a manager, you can get a manager. I need this, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that.
Nah.
You need to understand those positions so you know what the fuck somebody is doing when they represent you. You know that somebody, you know what needs to be done in this position. You know what needs to be done in that position. You know you need a fucking cameraman that don't give a fuck about being behind the camera and will just snap shit, take shit. He not trying to be the nigga in the light. You need a videographer that's going to be, all right, nigga, I know this shit need to be captured. The one you don't got to say nothing to because they understand as well. Because we all got different jobs. We all got different jobs, but the
all
team,
our positions are important.
Are very important, and we all gonna benefit from this shit. So it's like that's where the shit is at right now. I get it. I'm cool with where it's at. I definitely agree with the more aggressive shit. And I'm definitely shifting to that. Like even yesterday, like 2 days ago, I put some shit on Instagram. I was like, I was having a conversation with Paul, which is crazy. Me and Paul was talking about something about gatekeepers in the DMV, and then we was like, conclusion at the end of it. I was like, man, I'm about to post some shit after this conversation. So I was like, I posted who are the gatekeepers in the DMV, and then like but the caption was trick question, #trick question,
right?
Because at the end of me and Paul conversation, the answer was, nigga, it's you. Whoever the fuck the person we talking about is the gatekeeper, right? Because ain't really like how we were saying, it ain't no fucking. The outlets here ain't really that strong. Yeah. A lot of people here, egos is inflated. And sometimes your ego could be so inflated that somebody else believe that bullshit and think that you really are who you saying you are, or you can do more than you saying you're doing. But in reality, if I'm not doing what the fuck I'm doing, I don't give a fuck what you can do. Right. I'm not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm not gonna elevate in that position. I don't give a fuck what type of shout out or handout or whatever the fuck you give somebody. If they don't do what the fuck they supposed to do, they not gonna benefit. Right. And so, with that being said, I can do what the fuck I'm supposed to do without you, and somehow it's gonna work because I know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Right. You don't need no fucking nobody to push no button. You don't need nobody to say yes or whatever the fuck, because everything ain't for everybody, but
Right.
everything is for somebody.
Right.
You find your fucking million people that think exactly like you.
Exactly.
You go platinum.
Exactly.
You don't need a million mainstream motherfuckers. You get a million
That-
these other
Hey,
motherfuckers
Noochie,
who don't want to listen to mainstream.
That's why I said by the records that you have you sitting on, release the motherfuckers.
Oh, bro, listen, bro.
I promise you, bro.
Listen,
I'm
that's
gonna
why
call
I'm
you
at
tomorrow
now,
because you
bro.
don't get it. I'm telling you.
I be getting
really-
cussed out about that shit all the time.
I'm about to cuss you out. I'm like, yo,
Listen.
release the fucking records, bro. Stop worrying about like the Noochie, like the ability to rap and write and compose. No, release those records you sitting on that we don't expect from you, bro. Release them shit, bro. I promise you.
Yeah, nah, I'm definitely about to
Bro,
go crazy,
like,
bro. But
bro.
but listen, prior to the Drumma Boy shit, I was about to drop. I had a whole record. I had a whole.
Let's
tape,
get back to that. Yeah, but
I had
yeah.
a whole tape ready to go.
Okay.
But then when I got with him, I was like, I know we about to come up with some shit that's probably should go on this, or at least before I put this out, like I don't know what type of what this shit gonna lead to. So I was like, let me just chill out, let me go down here and see what's about to go on, and now fast forward, we about to kind of drop like a project. So I mean, actually, ain't no kind of. We working on a project right now.
Right.
And then that shit is like, instead of me putting out a project that was just me, it's Noochie, executive produced by Drumma Boy.
Okay.
So it's like that alone right there is gonna be, that's a piece that's missing.
Right.
That ain't even like the type of records we've been making is shit that's been missing.
Right.
And then not to say that we need those type of records. You need certain records to go, because I feel like once you build a consistent fan base and you got people that's listening to you and you just consistently feeding them, then you could grow from that. You don't need a certain big break record, because like I was just saying, you don't need to be mainstream to be successful.
Not at all. Currency is a good example.
Bro, you can be whatever. No single, no none of that shit.
Brody,
and still get, shows and money and millions and all that shit.
I said this shit. I have artists right now I work with. Shout out to Fat E. He's doing good number wise. Niggas don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I manage Fat E. He doing good numbers now.
In fact, shout out to Fat E.
You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm saying to you though. Not what I'm saying to you, but we spoke on like connection, genuine connection. I don't think we touched on how you came in contact with Drumma Boy, did we? I don't think we did.
No, I said that was just moving around down the A. Shout out to Squeak.
Okay.
Plugging it in. Shout out to Peasy, Chew. They all, played a role in that. But just moving around down to Atlanta, making a name for myself and just being,
and
following up with people.
As successful he is here, he's open to like doing a whole project with you.
That shit was, he said that shit.
My nigga,
He heard the song. He was like, I heard the song. He's like, man, I think we should do a whole project. Shout out to my brother, One Way Ricky too. He on my live right now.
Hey, Noochie, man,
He been there the whole time.
I'm telling you, man,
He my
like
DJ too.
you have all the shit you just mentioned, like you just and I saw you moving over to Kiera Simone. What's your relationship?
Nah, we cool. I didn't know her since we actually went to the same school.
Oh, really?
I didn't know her though.
Yeah, I saw you in the club with her one night, I think, right?
I didn't know her when we was in the same.
Oh, really?
School. I mean, I seen her, but we didn't know each other. We knew the same people.
Okay.
She didn't know me. I was like a grade younger or something.
I thought y'all was family some shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, we like family. Like we cool. We definitely been cool for a minute.
Yeah, she been here once.
Nah, that's definitely that's the homie.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all got records together?
Long time ago.
No new shit.
Nah, we
she
ain't did
can rap
nothing
like a motherfucker, bro.
Nah, she be rapping like a motherfucker. She be rapping her ass off.
Yeah, she
done went out. She done went out. Kylie done made a name for herself, moving around. I was just out there. She just opened up for Game.
Yeah, she should be, well, not signed, but when I spoke to her privately, she told me some shit about her. She got like a rapport with Game or whatever.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Yeah.
She opened up for them, and they fucked with her. They knew her shit out there, and all that shit. And that's big to get somewhere else.
Yeah, Game a legend.
Because you gotta, like I said, you can't tell nobody where you from if you always there. So you gotta move around.
Ignorancy.
You gotta move around. You gotta meet people. And you gotta elevate. You gotta make a name for yourself. You gotta fucking just be consistent.
Right.
There's a lot of that. Back to my things is be consistent and work and fucking be a good person. Being consistent will just have you there. It's like, think about a nigga going to the club all the time. This nigga always at the club, and you wanted the door nigga or whatever, you the promoter or whatever. You just see this nigga at the club all the time. And like just throughout the years, it's like, I don't even know this nigga, but he always in this motherfucker. So one time he coming up, and then like now, this nigga pay to get in all the time. But now he done been here so many times, it's like Man, just let that nigga in, man.
Right.
Shit, go ahead.
Not
Let
yeah.
that nigga in.
Yeah.
So it's like you sitting there doing the music shit so consistently, and you just been here, and just the fucking you got the wherewithal to just this shit is hard, nigga.
Right.
You taking the fucking beating all the time because
Right.
it's like you don't really know what the fuck gonna work. You don't know what ain't gonna work.
Right.
You don't know who gonna fuck with you. You don't know who ain't gonna fuck. You don't know shit until you do it. So it's like for you to keep there and keep taking that fucking question mark ass whooping, and then you just sit there and make it to another level. Like people are gonna notice that. That's like a job fucking with you just because you finished college.
Right.
Your degree might not even be what the fuck we need, but you finished college. Like it showed you could finish some shit.
I told you I'm weird though, bro. I have different beliefs. I make shit happen. I'm weird.
Nah, but I mean it go both ways because if you could finish some shit, that means you in your head you was like I could do this and you did it.
Yeah. I'm
So
weird.
it's like it's just a
I get what you're saying, but I'm weird.
timing thing.
I'm weird, bro. I'm one of those person like if I tell you right now I'm gonna do something, you should be scared. I'm weird like that.
But are you going to do it as soon as you say it?
Yes. I promise you, my mom, my daughter. I promise you.
No, but I'm saying, all right, okay.
I promise you. I'm
I'm
not even
saying
lying.
I'm gonna make $1 million. You gonna make $1 million right now? You gotta put
You go to my Instagram right now. I made $1 million in the past 4 years. I promise you.
No, I'm saying
I'm
today. But I get what you're saying.
I'm
I get
telling
what
you,
you're
I
saying.
did
You
it.
say you're gonna do it and you do it, and that's also law of attraction and affirmation.
Thank you very
and making
much.
Shit happen.
You follow me now.
Like I didn't, bro. I said, I told myself,
You see right here, it said 1 million 1 year. That's 4 years ago. I did that shit.
bro.
And
That's
I-
hard.
I did that shit.
Nigga, congratulations, nigga.
but
I told myself I was gonna be signed. Look, when I first started doing music, when I first started releasing shit, 2013, whatever. I told myself I was like, bro, I'm trying to be signed. I'm trying to be signed before I graduate high school. And I was like, I ain't give a fuck how crazy it sounded. Like that was my goal. And like, nigga, fast forward, I got fucking signed. Like it was
My point.
It ain't happened as soon as I said it or the time frame that I wanted to happen. But I was like, this is what I'm gonna do, and I done did it. And so far, my shit didn't been the same way.
But here's my theory though. Give me a second for my
Do your thing. Go ahead, go
it's
ahead.
your interview, right?
Go
But
ahead,
give
do
me a
your
little-
thing. Nah, cause I want to listen, nigga. You insightful. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So it's like you see how that happened. You got signed either way, whether it's later or before, prior to you leaving high school or whatnot. I'm telling you, you had the power to get signed before you leave high school. But here's the thing about it: the sacrifice level you took is different. You probably was fucking with bitches. You probably was in the streets. I don't know what the fuck you were doing, but you decide to not sacrifice enough to get to that sign. I promise you, because there's no fucking way. The way your ability to rap and write the way you do, this is not something that come overnight. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say. I'm telling you what I know. You feel me? You take your 10,000 hours. You're 24 years old to master a skill. This is in your blood.
I done did them 10.
I promise
I know
you,
I did
this is in your
too.
blood. So in high school, you were playing around. You were having fun, being blah, blah. But if you would stop and sacrifice to the craft, I promise you in my life, you'd have been signed before you get out of high school. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. That's my take on it. And I'm going to stand on that.
Nah, and I wholeheartedly agree with that.
So
So
that-
I don't know about the high school thing, but just that attitude and just the
Mentality,
sacrifice,
space, yeah.
just that period. I 100% agree with that.
That's-
because I know for a fact it's shit that right now that I be like, damn, right, or I get some shit I think about, but you won't act on immediately, but like you should have. But I'm at the point where I call myself on that shit now.
Okay.
And it's like I'm at sacrifice point. Just because you done been to the point where you ain't got nothing else but to rely on is this shit. And sometimes you be at a point where it's like, what the fuck else I'm gonna do? That's how I feel at this point. It's like what the fuck else I'm gonna do?
But that's my point to you. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to shit like you talking about like the law of attraction. I read a lot of books, by the way.
I feel like that's where I fucked up.
So I'm telling you what I'm saying to you right
That's
now.
why I fucked up in the
I'm not
beginning.
just talking like crazy. It may sound crazy, but I'm speaking facts right
Nah,
now.
it
It's
ain't
like
crazy,
Diddy being a fucking
I heard crazy
millionaire
shit.
and he go to a marathon run and his toes are bleeding, but he still continue to race. When he could have called his limo or just quit and don't give a fuck about the world, but he still continues. It tells me Diddy character. He tells me why he's so successful. You feel me? So the sacrifice you make, it will advance you to the next level. I'm telling you.
Definitely agreed.
So if a person like you with the ability to compose how you compose, there are people who are great and there are people who can be great. Can be great at something you practice. Great at something that's naturally in you. Your skills and ability is not something you practice. Is part of you. Your pop was a fucking rapper. You could tell your writing abilities is inside of you. So if you had sacrificed more, could you have been signed in high school? Yeah. Just my take.
I agree with you. Bro.
I'm not. You feel me?
No, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
Just
so
because of just it's real shit.
It's energy,
if a nigga can make it, if a nigga, rest in peace, Kobe, can make it to the league from high school.
Thank you very much.
That's the equivalent. I compare this shit to basketball a lot.
Thank you very much.
That's my primary comparison. Whenever somebody be talking about this shit, I be like, cause like a lot of people, with it being so accessible to everybody, like a lot of people are like overly sensitive about music and shit now, and be like, man, you don't know what's gonna work, you don't know what could be, whatever. But nigga, all right, think about like basketball, nigga. You go play a pickup game with LeBron, he's a real baller, or whoever the fuck, anybody in the NBA and anybody who's a real baller. You go play with them and you ain't no real baller, they gonna tell real fast.
Exactly.
They gonna tell real like, nigga, what the fuck is you out here for?
Kobe been sacrificing since he been since high school. His entire time in the league as far as practice.
His sacrifice is
bro,
he didn't play the ultimate sacrifice, and it's still.
Thank you very much.
That shit is like spread the like. Nigga, I was out LA when that shit happened. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fucked me. I'm still fucked up to this right now.
Yeah, rest in peace to Kobe.
But that shit. I be like, I hate to look at it like you try to find a meaning and everything. You know, you already tried.
Right.
You try to, but I looked at it like, man, like even like with Nip, for example, even like all the way back to Martin.
I don't get that.
And even go back to like Martin Luther King, right?
I don't get none of that.
And just think about this, like they all died like young ages and shit, but their messages through like when Kobe passed, instead of me just seeing basketball shit,
right.
I'm seeing just shit of him speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Shit of his words and shit that he said. So it's like a mentality that like everybody, it's the mom mentality that shit that everybody need to hear, and you can't. Everybody ain't gonna hear that until something tragic like this happen,
right.
Something fucking super fucking devastating happen, and now the message is getting spread because it's bigger than basketball at this point. This is this man's legacy, and this is just something that needs to be heard by the masses.
Right.
And there's no way, and like how else can you reach the masses without some tragic, like people are fucking hard to grasp. You need some fucking tragedy or some type of
unfortunately
something that's gonna stick with you. Like even I feel like if Martin Luther King ain't, if they say he got killed by the government now or whatever, if whatever ain't happened, maybe we not at if Martin Luther King's still alive, maybe he's still fighting for it.
Exactly.
Maybe still fighting to get the shit right.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Maybe
it's
still
facts.
maybe he's still trying to get it right. It ain't the same as after the fact, and now it's like, okay, we see what happened, we see what this dude was doing, and now the people that he was fighting for are now, it's a fire in them now, or it's even the understanding of the opposite people who understand like, damn, like this dude really was fighting for his people, and now we ain't got no choice but to understand. Even like with Nip, it was everybody might not have been hip to his music like that. I definitely was.
I way back.
I'm about to say, nigga, my shit
way back
when I was in high school.
Nigga.
But everybody might not have been hip, but even the people that got hip afterwards to the music, but more so than that, when he passed, a lot of this shit was messages. A lot of this shit is just him speaking, interviews where he giving game,
right?
We talking about books and reading and shit. Like niggas don't read, niggas need to read.
Yeah, they
say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book.
That's why I read.
So it's like
you go to my house right now, I got a whole room full of books. Well, I got one room for books alone.
Like I said, when like the sacrifice thing, like reading was definitely not something that I was like big on at a younger age or when I first started like writing and shit. At least not books. I read. I'm a grew up in the internet age, so nigga, most of the time I'm online, I'm reading something, but it's not the same as
By you even saying that, it validates my point more. If you're not a reader, you're a writer. It doesn't make any sense. It's a gift. So when you go back to the high school conversation you and I just had, it makes my point even more valid. Because it takes a person who read more to be a writer. I'm sorry. I used to be a writer. If you read more, you write more. You travel more, you explore more, you write more. So for a person
that's where my shit come from, traveling.
Oh, okay.
Initially. That was my shit. I was like, bro, I be in the house, but I can't think of nothing.
You can't.
I go on a trip or I go out some night or something.
You gonna pick something out.
I was like, Jingo, I need like I just drunk some water or something. Niggas like I done did something. I feel way better. I can talk about some shit now.
Right.
But prior to that, like a lot of times it'd be like, if I'm just in this same room, I'm just in this same space, then I ain't gonna be coming.
You can't go. Yeah, facts.
It's hard, but
facts.
even like, but if you look at like reading is like, it's it's pretty much somebody giving you something because somebody wrote this motherfucker.
Exactly.
So it's like all it
experience.
is somebody's experiences, their thoughts and shit like that, and they giving it to you. And the fact that this motherfucker went through all this shit to get this bitch in a book with a hardcover, to get this bitch mass produced, it gotta be something in that motherfucker useful.
You right.
It gotta be like you waste all that fucking time. You gotta like nigga, you just making books. You just paying for this shit for nothing. All this shit is selling because there's something in here that you need.
Right.
And so niggas need to read definitely.
Yeah, man. But
everybody need to read.
Yeah,
man.
facts. But man, what I'm saying, man, like I salute you, bro, and thank you for coming through. I get a better understanding of like where you at. You're definitely welcome back through. I feel like we missing a part 2. We can sit and talk all day.
Nah, most definitely.
Yeah, we got to link up again.
Talking like shit.
Yeah, the Drumma Board project is coming out. When can we expect that?
Man, hopefully next month, bro.
Next month. All right, cool.
Bro. And even if it don't come next month, I'm dropping a bunch of shit. Like I'm in drop shit mode right now.
All right, cool.
Cause
cool.
I got too many songs. This shit just leaking.
Let him go.
Coming out.
I want the Noochie that's not the Noochie. That's what I want. That's my personal request from you.
What's crazy is that like, all right, cause I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck you say the Noochie that's not. I don't know what the Noochie. I don't know what that is.
The Noochie that we know is the lyrical.
I don't know the one we know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now from a fan base. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
The Noochie we know is the slick wordplay, the rhymes, the delivery, the melodic, not melodic, but more so like the jab. You know what I'm saying? The timing. You got to think when you rap, you got a timing. You're on point. You know music. You feel me? We wanted the Noochie that's more like poppy, more R&B, more like not the hip hop.
Nigga,
Hold on.
R&B is my shit.
Hold on. I got it now. I was searching for it. We don't want hip hop Noochie or rap Noochie. We want a pop or R&B or rock or whatever Noochie.
Okay, let me tell you something before we roll real quick, nigga. That's what I listen to. Like,
so why we can't get that? We want something different.
No, you're about to, bro. As I'm telling you, is I got this shit. I just been on some, my shit is timing, bro. My shit been timing. Like when I was during the Atlantic stint, none of them records is out. I made endless records when I was fucking with Atlantic. None of them records is out, and them records is like some shit that's on like some out of here shit.
Right.
Like I got shit that sound like Latin. I got shit that sound like motherfucking Kanye, like Watch the Throne. Like I just got shit like that's that shit.
We need to test the waters. Like we need to put shit out.
Nah, I definitely didn't have. I definitely be having like private listening sessions, or I go to the club or something and get somebody to play something and shit like that. Cause nigga build a good relationship with the DJs and shit like that. So I go out and just walk. Hey man, play this. Don't see how this shit sound. I was just in Atlanta. Shout out to DJ X Rated. I was at Allure, and this last week, nigga, I just left the studio with Drumma and then went to the strip club. And then the same song we just recorded, just went to the strip club. Them niggas touched that bitch out. How that bitch sound? Boom, boom. Okay, that's it. We like how this going. So my shit, I really wasn't as active. I wasn't as active as I should have been, as far as like
the leadership role I was talking about earlier.
Because I was actively recording, but my shit is like, we're wearing all them hats. It's like you gonna have to pick one where you want to focus on. It's like, all right, if I want my music to be the shit, I need to focus on that. So I can't take the time to be focused on the release and the video and all that shit. Damn. So it's like it's gonna have to be. It's just a timing thing because now I feel like nigga I got the records and now the nigga been reading, been learning shit. So it's like now it's like all right, now execute the release of them, execute the talking to like this shit we doing right now. Execute this, execute the videos, execute the performances, execute the fucking the just being out in the streets and fucking shaking hands and kissing babies and shit like that. Like that's where I'm at now, and it's like I've accepted a lot of shit. It's a way it is what it is, and nigga, is you gonna do the shit or
you not
or what? So that's where I'm at now, and my shit is put music out, nigga, making these appearances, getting on whoever fucking show I can get on, motherfucking moving around, going out of town, following up with niggas who I done met before in a small capacity, or when I was at a lower level, and now I'm higher, or now these motherfuckers was fucking with you even at that level, and you still Stephen Con. All you gotta do is just go up, just holler at them. Ain't no telling what the fuck anybody else got going on, and especially in another city.
Right.
That even just the people see you moving around, period, will have people gravitate towards you. just because you doing something that somebody else is aspiring to do. So they want to see how the fuck is it done, or they just want to see somebody do it. They get excited about it. It's entertainment to them.
Right.
So this shit, man, like I said, this shit going exactly how it's supposed to go, bro. 24.
And I respect it. We got to sit down again.
Nah,
we have
I definitely agree with you on the sacrifice thing.
You have to be more aggressive, bro. I promise you, bro.
And aggressiveness.
There's certain things I touched on, and this is your interview, but there's something I touched on. I asked you for the position to say what I had to say, right? And I think you should take those very seriously. You know what I'm saying?
I don't take nothing with it, like, as no bullshit. Even if shit is bullshit, I'd rather think about it first before I just label it as bullshit.
Think about it. It came from a great place, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is your interview. This is all about you, whatnot. But there's certain things I want to say to you, man to man. You feel me?
Yeah, and in the same way back to when I said that, like I said, the people who said the people only fucking with you because you're 5 or some shit like, or how would you feel if people like, just the thought of that comes from people that fuck with me.
Right.
So it's just them thinking about other shit, or like ways to help a nigga win, or ways that might stop a nigga from winning, or just shit like that. So it's like I don't take that shit as nothing bad at all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to navigate your shit. I'm not trying to be involved. Nah, I'm just saying you're bro.
Like that at all.
All right, cool.
That
We good.
That shit is appreciated.
All right, cool.
And it also, it reaffirms some shit I be thinking.
Okay.
Be like, sometimes I be like, man, I could have went harder, or I should have did this, or should have did that. And like, nah, nigga, you need to sacrifice. So that let me know, nigga. Nah, you should have did that shit.
Yes, you got hustle.
You should have, nigga. You need more front porch freestyles every
yes,
week, nigga.
You got to hustle, my nigga.
You need that shit.
You got to hustle. You got to move. I'm telling you, man. And that's it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you.
Nah, no
drop man. your at, where you at. Some more Henny. I don't even know. Yeah, we're gonna take another shot to this shit. Yeah, give me post some more. Let me get.
When this coming out? I like this.
The interview?
Yeah.
You fuck with it?
Nah, most because it's a lot of shit in here that like is post worthy. Like on some motherfucking.
It's real.
Niggas on some content shit. Because that's the thing too.
I'm not on nigga. This is real, nigga.
No. Because niggas need real content.
This is. I'm just saying.
You don't want no. People be putting out this overly produced. Let me go out and feed the homeless and record this shit. Nah, nigga. This is real. This is conversation. And this is the shit that need to be seen. This is shit that need to be heard. So
appreciate
it's like that's the shit that I fuck with. And like I feel like even like the people that follow me is like I said, like the who's the gatekeeper shit. Like all the I didn't want to speak on it. Right. I just wanted to see what the fuck people was gonna say. Mm-hmm. So you put out some thought provoking shit just to see how people feel. You got people that feel like, oh, there is gatekeepers. You got people that feel like, oh, it ain't gatekeepers. You got like people that feel like me, nigga. You the gatekeeper. You got all the shit like that. So it's just this is part of that, and I feel like that's part of like my shit. Like the people that fuck with me, generally, when I meet them or whatever, come off as real motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Like even from my interactions with people in the industry, to people that's fans, to people that's just motherfucking regular ass people, motherfucking the nigga at the fucking 7-Eleven and shit like that. Like all my interactions is the same, right? Because I'm genuine wherever I go. Right. I'm not gonna put on my white voice for whatever. That's my funny, voice is the fucking same.
I got you, but yeah, that's funny.
But it's also gonna be. It's gonna be accepted in whatever room it's in as well. Right. So it ain't like I'm just wilding out being a nigga and right. I'm gonna be a nigga wherever I go. But I'm gonna be this nigga wherever I go.
Facts. And that's salute, bro. We got a lot more to talk about. So we get another like month. I'm gonna give you an extra month. I'm gonna say like another month or two. So we in February. March, April. In April, we can expect our project from Noochie. So Noochie gonna be back. He gonna be back in April.
If the Drumma Boy project ain't up, I am working on this other project too. It's called New Balance Volume 2.
It's a new balance. That's a strong word. That goes back to the sacrifice thing. Noochie just found a balance in this shit. All right.
That's also a play on. Just the shoes. New Balance.
Yeah.
New Balance.
I get it.
DC shit.
I get it.
And it's like a no ceilings, like drought 3 type. I get it. Like I'm rapping on other people's beats and shit like that.
I think I get it. But that's what I'm just saying. I'm throwing my stuff in the hat.
That's real too.
I'm saying Noochie just found a balance because Noochie wearing so many hats. Once you find that balance, shit gonna be crazy.
Real shit.
That's kind of what I'm saying. You feel me?
That's real shit. It's always a bigger meaning behind whatever is going on. Yeah. Like I had a project called New Regular. I came up with that. I coined that phrase. Yeah. I coined that phrase after I got signed. After I met with Atlantic and left the fucking the offices and shit, and was like, nigga, this some on some new regular shit. It's on some, I'm leaving the offices with the fuck. We popping bottles and we riding the BM through. Omar's riding the BM through fucking Times to fucking New York and Manhattan and shit, just with the top down, with the heat on and shit. And just nigga, we just out here. This some new regular shit. Every day we on some. It's all new regular. Like ain't nothing. This regular. That's the old regular shit. We new regular. Nigga. Every day is we on this shit. That's where that came from. And even still, like that's how I feel. Like nigga, I'm on some
new regular shit.
Yeah, some new regular shit.
Salute, bro.
Regular shit, old regular, extra regular, new regular.
Salute, bro. April, we gotta bring it back in April. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll be talking to you here and there. I'll be reaching out to you and whatnot on some personal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, most definitely. You can make some shit happen, bro. I fuck with you, and even this whole shit. This is it. I done did a lot of interviews, bro. I did a lot of shit where I just be on there. Who is Noochie? I'm like, bro, you ask me the stupid shit again. The fuck, the who is you? Like, come on now. How you answer that stupid ass question?
Hate, bro.
That is a dumb ass question. Who are you?
Just watching my previous interviews. I'm telling you, bro. I'm on some other shit, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This is some shit I always wanted to do too, cause I'm like a conversationalist. Yeah. I just ain't want to like get in the way of what other shit I'm doing. So it's some shit I always like. I work on shit all the time.
Right.
Like I map it out to when I am in this position, or I'm in a position where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to push the button on that. That shit mapped out already. All I need is somebody to shoot this bitch, and nigga, I'm an engineer. Nigga, I'll make sure this shit sound right. But yeah, so conversation is key. We in the age of podcasts right now, and like
right.
That's why even like lyrics, like the fact that what people say matter, that means that lyrics matter. So that mean that nigga, my shit is perfect timing right now.
Right.
Because niggas is listening.
Right.
Even though they say, attention span is short or whatever, this ain't what the kids want to listen to, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I'm closer to a kid than most of the motherfuckers that's saying that.
And this podcast is about connection, though.
Exactly.
To your fans. I don't know if you know that.
Nah, this is just real.
That's what I focus on.
I've been on live and shit. Everybody on this joint like that real nigga shit. This shit all right. Fuck with this. Because it ain't like I'm just talking about random shit. I'm talking about what's going on in the world.
Right.
I'm talking about shit that relates to me and what's regular life shit or what's going on in my world, and that will also relate into somebody else's world.
Right.
Because this is also nigga ain't shit new.
Right.
All this shit has been done before.
Right.
Everybody done been here before and did.
Facts.
You ain't doing nothing new, nigga.
We just making shit better, right?
Remixing shit.
Yeah.
That's it.